Well, today I'm going to do a little bit of a different video because you can tell it's nighttime, it's pouring down rain, and it sucks outside. So I can't do any car videos, I can't do any storage unit videos, I can't do any yard sale videos because you can see the rain coming down. And yeah, so I'm going to do something else that I really like. And I'm going to cook something for dinner tonight, and I'm going to do something, a new recipe I've never tried before. Hopefully it comes out good, and I don't know, I'll let you know. But what I'm going to do tonight is Caprese chicken, because Randall doesn't like beef or pork, so I got to cook something. I got to get inventive. So I'm trying something new tonight. Got some fresh mozzarella and tomatoes, which is Caprese salad basically, because yeah, it's basically tomatoes and mozzarella cheese and some kale. Maybe, sometimes you get that, and a little bit of balsamic vinaigrette dressing and some oil. That's it. Yeah, boring, and it's $18. So what I'm gonna do is I already have everything prepped because I know you don't want to watch me prep a bunch of tomatoes and cheese and chicken, and you can tell I butterflied my chicken, and yeah, let me get my seasonings open real quick and then I'll show you what else I'm going to do. Sorry about that pause. I forgot to open my seasoning. As you can tell, I already butterflied my chicken breast. So I'm going to flip them over this way first, because what I'm going to do is I use a little bit of a Goyo adobo. This is the lemon pepper one. It's from the Hispanic store. I love it. Just going to put a little bit of that on there on both sides of the chicken just after I get everything else on. Throw some garlic powders, just a little bit. I don't want a lot of garlic powder because I don't want to overwhelm the flavor. Throw some onion powder. Once again, I don't want to use a lot of that because you don't want to overwhelm the flavor. And then I'm going to get my Italian seasoning, which is, since it's a Caprese salad, which is Italian, I'm going to throw some Italian seasoning, if this thing would actually work. I don't know. This thing is just... No, now it goes. I have it too full is the problem, because I had to refill it because I use it a lot. And now it's coming out. There we go. So you throw some Italian seasoning on there. Whee! Yeah, that was fun. And then you want to flip it back over. The reason being is I want the most flat side up, because when I put the cheese and the tomato on there, I don't want it to slip all over the place. But first I'm going to rinse my hand because I can't use that stuff with chickeny hands. So give me 1 second. Now that my hands are clean, I don't like using my bottles with chicken all over them because that's just gross. Cross-contamination. You got to keep a clean environment. Get my adobo, garlic. I'm going to throw some onion powder on there. Oops, I got a little too much on that one. Oh well, we'll taste it later. That'll be mine. And you don't have to cook it in these. I'm only using 2 chicken breasts because I'm only cooking for 2 people. But this will be enough for leftovers. So cook for what you can cook for your family if you like the recipe. If not, I'm sorry. So I'm just going to put some mozzarella on there. And I'll be right back when I'm done. That was quick. I just wanted to put the mozzarella cheese on. I know you want to watch me do that. So then I'm going to take I got some grape tomatoes I sliced in half. I'm going to put some of those on top and on the side. And that way we have a bunch of those, because those are good to eat once they're cooked. I like them anyway. Randall's not too big of a fan, but I really, I'm hungry. I'm going to cook what I want to cook. I love my wife, but sometimes I got to do what I got to do. The reason I didn't want to put too much seasoning on there is because I'm going to take a little bit more onion and garlic powder and sprinkle it across the top of that. And I'm going to top it off with my Italian seasoning because I didn't put it on the bottom, although I probably should have, but I'm an idiot. Yeah, so like I said, I'm making this up as I go because I've never done this recipe before. So I'm going to get my Italian on the top. That way it flavors the cheese and the tomatoes when it melts, and will also flavor the chicken. Although, like I said, I should have put some on the other side. But I forgot because, I got in a hurry trying to make it look cool for video. Sometimes us YouTubers just don't think. I need to get a better thing. I'm gonna go with the big end because the sprinkling in ain't doing it. There we go. Let's use the big end. Much better. Look at that. We figure it out as I go. I think I would have been as prepared as I was when I sliced everything up to begin with. Anyways, so I'm gonna get that on there. And if you have extra cheese, that's good because I'm gonna put a little salt and pepper on that and eat that on the side. Or add it to something else I'm making with dinner. Yeah, because I'm gonna got some awesome sides. I'm not just doing the chicken, I'm doing some awesome sides as well. That should be enough. Looks good to me. Now I got it at 425. I'm gonna put that in the oven for about, I like to cook it for about 40 minutes because that's good. And I'll show you the next step. All right, one of the sides I'm making, I'm doing some potatoes. And what I like to do is wedge them because it's boring if you do them any other way. I don't know. Got some butter I already have heated up a little bit, melted. Put my wedges in here, and then I'm gonna let them cook up. And once they get, splattering myself with butter. Careful, don't do that. Hot butter hurts. Put my wedges in, and I'm gonna basically get those down to where they're nice and soft and squishy, and then fry them a little bit. And then put some seasoning on them. I already pre-cut them all because, like I said, you don't want to see me cut a bunch of stuff up. So I'm going to turn up the heat a little bit on that and get those cooking. And then I'm going to show you the other side I'm making while these cook. Still got 34 minutes left on my chicken. So, all right, I'm going to show you what else I'm making tonight because I'm going to do a little bit of something because I'm hungry. So I set my other side aside for a second because I need to rotate my potatoes. You can see right here, you see the light spot and the dark spot. This part has got butter in it, that part doesn't. So some of it's getting cooked, some of it's not. So you do want to rotate your potatoes because you don't want them all, some squishy and some hard. You don't like hard potatoes. And the butter will cook them. I got it on a medium-high temperature because you don't want to overcook them and you don't want to burn your butter. The reason I use butter versus olive oil is because I'm a southern guy, I ain't gonna lie to you. I like my butter. And I don't like to use lard, although, because Randlin won't eat it, number one. And number two, it ain't as healthy as butter. None of it's healthy, but who cares? I'm fat, I'm gonna eat happy, and I'm gonna live a happy life, you know? So those are nice and rotated, and then I'm gonna show you my next step. So I'm cooking along here. I was going to show you the next step for what we're having next, but some of my ingredients aren't here yet because Randlin's not off of work. As soon as she gets off of work, I'll have the rest of my ingredients. So I'm just going to cook up my buttered potatoes until then. So yeah, chicken's looking really good so far, and the potatoes are doing awesome. Hopefully this one right here doesn't want to get cooked. Here, let me get that in the butter. Get in the butter! There we go. Got it in the butter nice and good. So these are softening up nicely. Like I said, I got them I've turned it down a little bit, so I got it at about a medium heat just so they boil a little bit and get nice and soft. But you still want them a little bit. They'll get crispier here later. So yeah, these are going to be good. And until then, I'm just going to sit here and cook until they're done. And I'm not going to video the whole thing because I know you guys don't want to see that. Chicken's looking all right. Whoops, look at all that steam coming out. It's going to be a good dinner. Well, my potatoes are coming along nicely. I had to add a little bit more butter because, yeah, it was getting a little low. So they're coming about right where I want them to be. So now, because you don't want them too soft, you don't want them too firm. And right now they're at that perfect stage. I'm going to start frying them up a little bit. And while that does that, so turn the heat up. While that does that, I'm going to drink myself a little cup of tea here. Got this at IKEA. It's an herbal tea with peppermint and cocoa. It is so good. It's a loose tea. And oh my goodness. Just add a hint of sugar and it is the most delicious. Well, I've got a bunch of tea. I'm a tea guy and I like coffee, but yeah, I'm going to have a little bit of tea while I watch my taters cook. Tea and taters. Tea and taters. Now you can see my taters are starting to brown a little bit, so I want to continue to stir them so they don't burn. So yeah, not easy to do with one hand, so I'm just gonna do, whoop, flip them a little bit. And then I'm gonna put my camera down and do some more because it's not easy to do. As you can see, my pan's spinning. Not easy to do with one hand. So make sure you're safe. Don't film while cooking. And yeah, these are coming along nicely. I'll show you here in a little bit when they're done. All right, my potatoes are done. I got them on paper towels so the butter drains out because you don't want to put a whole lot of butter on that. You can season them however you want to. They're just slightly browned. You don't want them too dark because burnt taters is nasty. But I'm going to put a little bit of pepper and a little bit of salt. Like I said, you can flavor them however you want. They're your taters if you want to eat them. A little bit of pepper. I don't like to use a lot of salt. Reason being is because one of my other favorite seasoning that I got at the Hispanic store is some more adobo. But this one is the bitter orange flavored. And you just want to sprinkle that on lightly. You don't want a lot of it because if you do, it overwhelms it. And you don't want to... I like a lot of flavor, but I don't like my mouth to go, yeah. So, there you go. My taters are done. And my chicken's got just a few minutes. And we'll show you that. Let's take a look at it right quick. Just because I'm here. Whoa, look at all that steam. Wow, hit that. I need to clean my oven. Cooked a pizza last night and melted everywhere. So, yeah, there's my taters. You saw the chicken. Randall should be home any second now, and I can show you the other thing we're having tonight. All right, so for the rest of our dinner, I'm going to do a spring mix salad because I like the darker greens because they're healthy for you. What I like to do, put some mandarin oranges in there because I don't like boring food. I don't know why. I like to eat well. So I got 2 small cans of that. Then what I'm also going to do, put some fresh raspberries in there. I was going to use blueberries, but I'm like, you know what? I don't want any blueberries tonight. So I'm going to put some fresh raspberries in, just 1 packet of that. And then I've got some dried cranberries because they're good. Not too many of those because I'm going to save those for later. That's a snack. And then I used a little bit of sliced almonds. Sometimes I'll do the honey roasted almonds or whatever, but I like to put some sliced almonds. A little bit of crunch in there. And then the remainder of my cheese and my maters, I quartered them this time. So I had a little bit of extra cheese and some little bit of extra tomatoes. But I got to put the camera down so I can get those in there. Nope, they're sliding in. Yay! Kind of a haphazard way to get it done. But since we're having caprese salad, we might as well use up all my cheese and tomatoes. And then I'm going to top that off with something new I've never tried before. It's a Mediterranean dressing. Sounded good, and since we're having caprese chicken, yeah, should be good. And then I'm going to get all this mixed together before I eat it, because I'm not going to mix it now because you guys don't need to see me mix the salad. So, chicken's almost done. I'll show you that here in a second. Alright, so my chicken's done. Oh my goodness, look how good that looks. That looks so delicious. And like I said, I cooked that for about 45 minutes, 45, I don't remember. I think it was 40. Came out looking good. Cheese is perfectly melted, the tomatoes are perfectly cooked. The chicken is buried, so I can't see what it looks like, but I already know it's done because look at the side here, you can see. That's why I use clear dishes, you can tell. So let me get this plated up and I'll show you guys what it looks like. And we'll get Randall to taste test it for us because she's home now. So let's get it all ready for her, and I'll show you what it looks like on a plate. So this is what it looks like plated up. Kind of boring, but it is what it is. So we're going to let Randall try it. You ready to try it, Randall?
Okay.
Never cooked this before, so this is a new experiment for me. And if Randall doesn't like it, then I'm in trouble. If she likes it, it's good, because she is a very picky eater. And, man, that salad looks delicious. I love me some salad. That's why I made a huge bowl of it. Gotta have a tomato on it, too.
Oh. Give me that guy.
Oh, that guy right there.
Probably hot.
It's probably hot. Tell me what you think.
Not so hot.
Maybe weren't so hot. What do you think? Other than burning your mouth.
No? Don't taste too bad.
Doesn't taste too bad. There you go. So, yeah, since I couldn't make any other videos today, I figured I'd show you one of my other passions of just cooking. If you guys want to get some awesome recipes other than chicken, regular Guy BBQ does some really great videos. Make sure you check him out. He's a good guy too. He does a lot of stuff on the grill and stuff. So, me, I'm just cooking in the kitchen right now because it's raining outside. So, all right, like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching.